Hi everybody, it's the Ruthless Jobber here. Welcome back to the channel. This is episode 6, I think it's 6, of the NWA save that we're doing, £10 of gold. This is the first NWA power after, what was it called? When Our Shadows Fall, the pay-per-view. We open with a rating of 37, just a sort of package, a video package of the last, of the pay-per-view. Just featuring a few of the stars that we had there, and also Jacob Fatu when he came in and made an attack after one of the matches, just to kind of as a sort of a bit of an impact to make his debut. One of the storylines there lost heat, a bit unfortunate, but the crowd is simmering. 26 rated match, yeah, another disappointing one there. We had Brick Mastone take on Ricky Starks. We're trying to get Ricky Starks over. So, yeah, I wanted to give him a victory here. Oh, by the way, before I sort of go on, I've made NWA Power an hour show again. It was an hour and a half. I've changed it to an hour. We don't have a big enough roster for an hour and a half every week for 4 weeks before a pay-per-view. We'll have to be a bit clever about what sort of matches we put on, because there will be a mix of, we want to get some people over, but we also need to be showcasing our stars. So I've got to be clever about how I book, but yeah, put it back to an hour. So basically, yeah, this match, we want to get Ricky Starks over. He's one of the sort of youngsters that I want to see coming through. So, in a storyline telling match as well, Ricky Starks got the win in 5 minutes, 10 seconds by submission. I don't think he's got a particular submission move. I think, but I just thought it'd just be a bit different. Let's have him win by submission. The crowd rating, the wrestling rating was 33. The crowd 17, which is awful. Didn't seem to click, which didn't help, but 26 overall, yeah. Still simmering, though, for the crowd there. 69 rated segment. It's Trish Stratus. She is announcing a couple of matches for tonight, and she just sort of says the Professor has booked a couple of matches. We will have the tag team titles on the line tonight, and in our main event we will also have Colin Cassidy take on Luke Gallows. So Eli Drake and James Storm will be defending the tag team titles. You can probably guess, if you watched the last episode, what's going to happen. I'm not going to say any more than that, actually. Rating of 69. Marty Scurll takes on the Question Mark in a bout that had good wrestling and decent reaction from the crowd. Marty Scurll drew with the Question Mark in 8 minutes 50, following a double disqualification. The match was designed to be chaotic and full of action in order to get the crowd going. Basically, Jacob Fatu came in and attacked both guys. Again, just sort of like a power thing, just sort of displaying the fact that he's a menace, he's a monster, and he's just coming in and attacked both guys. The commentary team are sort of saying, "Oh, this is Aaron Stevens. Aaron Stevens he's responsible for this. He's hired Jacob Fatu to come in and attack Marty Scurll." And then sort of the other commentator sort of says, "Well, he's attacked the Question Mark as well, so we can't sort of don't go too far with this, but we don't know what's going on here yet." But a wrestling rating of 52 and crowd of 40, overall 53, much better. It got the crowd buzzing, and they are hot. So yeah, post-match, Jacob Fatu just attacks both guys, and as I say, the commentary team are sort of saying that Aaron Stevens is behind this, or could be behind this. 57 there, yeah, pleased with that one. The storyline of the arrogance gained heat, because I put Aaron Stevens in as a off-screen because he's mentioned, so yeah, so that obviously helped there. Trish Stratus, she's interviewing Kamille, or she's sort of hosting a segment with Kamille, and she said, I want to welcome someone now. I haven't seen her for a few weeks. Let's come out here, Kamille. Now, Kamille has a special announcement to make next week. Can you give us any more information on that? Kamille doesn't say a word. She doesn't respond. She just stays silent. Kamille, you said you wanted to come out here and you've got something to say. Silence. Doesn't say a word. Just completely blank. Doesn't say anything. Well, I really hope next week when you make this announcement, you're gonna be a little bit more talkative. I mean, you can't make an announcement with complete silence, and it's all a bit weird. It's all a bit odd. Kamille just kind of like walks off, and Trish is sort of left there like, what was that all about? Rating of 41. Tag team action, it's the titles on the line. It's Eli Drake and James Storm defending against the Dawsons. And the Dawsons got the win in 9 minutes 56 when Zane Dawson pinned James Storm after the Pope interfered. The Dawsons win the NWA World Tag Team titles. So yeah, if you watch the episode with our pay-per-view When Our Shadows Fall, I mentioned the fact that Eli Drake is kind of in a storyline at the moment trying to get the world title from Nick Aldis. So I just thought it was a bit awkward him having the tag team belts. I'm not saying he's definitely going to win the world heavyweight, but I just didn't want that as I know we need to shore up our tag team division, but I think I'd rather do it with a few more younger guys. And I'm certainly going to be looking at sort of trying to hire a few more. So this team will more than likely kind of split or just won't be as active. And we're going to have Eli Drake concentrate on singles action. James Storm as well to some extent. He's aging a little bit, so we're probably going to use him to get some other people over. The crowd at the end of this was white hot. A wrestling rating of 51. Crowd 31. 57 overall. Yeah, very pleased with that actually. So we've got new tag team champions, the Dawsons. And then post-match, Eli Drake and James Storm kind of just in the ring, like questioning each other. What happened there? What was that all about? How did we lose that? It didn't actually say in the previous segment actually, and I forgot. But yeah, there was opponent miscommunication, which led to it. After the match, yeah, they're kind of, what happened? How did that even come about? We've lost our belts because of what happened there. But anyway, rating of 49 for this angle. So I think we're doing okay. We're doing okay results wise. Started off pretty poor, but it's kind of getting better as the show goes on. Crowd are very hot. And then Nick Aldis comes out and he talks to David Marquez. And a rating 55, another one to be pleased with. Aldis worked the crowd well. And he's just sort of mentioning or talking about the fact that, Eli Drake has just lost his gold. He's just lost the tag team title. I think it's fair to say his momentum now is on the downside. He's going to be gutted about that. And any further challenges that he has for this belt, and, he points at the 10 pounds of gold, he's not got a chance now. He's not going to be in the right headspace. Obviously, there's something that happened in that match as well that could cause some tension between him and James Storm. So yeah, I've got no concerns now. If he wants to make another challenge for this title, he doesn't stand a chance really. Rating of 55. And then we've got our main event. A throwaway match really, just a couple of our sort of top guys that I wanted to put in there. Again, things will get a little bit better, we know, as the sort of weeks go on and I get more of a feel for the roster. Definitely need to get some more youngsters over. So in a wild brawl that had good heat and decent wrestling, Colin Cassidy defeated Luke Gallows in 9 minutes 40 by disqualification. So yeah, rating of 52 overall. Wrestling was 45 and the crowd was 43. Cassidy's in extremely poor form. So how do you get out of that? Does he just need more matches? I don't know. I've never really had that before, even in sort of 2020. But okay, so that's the last match. That is the last act of this episode of Power. Let's see what we get overall. 54. Yeah, pleased with that. The fans were disappointed that of the storylines fit further during the show, none really had any dramatic stakes. Okay. First time I've seen that one. I don't quite know what that means yet. Was that because of the segment ratings, or was it because I didn't sort of have anyone, now you get the storyline if someone has a storyline victory. Post-show then, let's look at our financial report. Still losing money. Maybe not quite as much now, though. Let's hope things are sort of getting better on that front. Popularity, recap, couple of minor changes. Nothing drastic yet, though. Let's hope we can sort of improve on that as well. Okay, we'll have a quick look at the emails then, see what we've got. Oh, Southeast Regional Battle finished first out of 3. That's good. So our shows in the region will be boosted by 5% for the next month. Okay, good stuff. Viewing figures for Power as well. Okay, that's good. All great stuff. Okay, yeah, well, just wanted a quick look at the storylines then because of that little note. I think it is because of what. I didn't put any sort of victories in there. I think you kind of need to do that now. So this one's still extremely hot. Extremely hot. Unknown. Yes, I was going to put Jacob Fatu and Colin Cassidy into a storyline. Obviously, I haven't kicked that off yet because we've still got Jacob Fatu kind of just being the kind of guy who's going to come in and just beat people up at the moment. And this one's extremely hot as well, James Storm and Royce Isaacs. So, yeah, we need 2 that are above, that are rated hot or above, and we've currently got 3. So, yeah, we've got sort of no worries on that point. Roster, just a quick look. I need to start thinking about some more tag teams. Now, I could look at what we've already got. In fact, I could, and I probably will, actually. We've got quite a few kind of younger guys down the bottom end of the card, unimportant. So, I mean, we could team someone like John Wayne Murdoch. We'll see, he's a face. We could team him with a recognisable. We could team him with someone like... Oh, no, not James Storm. James Storm's dropped down to star. Maybe someone like James Storm then. Or maybe even like Trevor Murdoch might be quite cool, actually. Trevor Murdoch. That makes sense, doesn't it? Trevor Murdoch and John Wayne Murdoch, yeah. Who else have we got down here? I mean, we've got a couple of people that are literally kind of just jobbers. So these ones here that are on 60 odd days left in the contracts. I've just signed them on 3-month contracts. No, sorry. Yeah, 3-month contracts. 3, 6-month contracts, whatever, just as jobbers. So a couple of those there, I could think, actually, do you know what? Let's sign him for a little bit more permanently, put him in a tag team. But yeah, I'm also going to be looking at signing a few more. I think it's got to be done. It'd be nice to boost the roster anyway. It'd be nice to get back to an hour and a half per show, and definitely a few more tag teams. Although with an hour show, we can only really afford to have one tag team match on the card now every week anyway. But yeah, we'll sort of see where we go with that. So that's kind of it for the moment. Hope you've enjoyed it. Please give a like and subscribe if you have. Thank you to everybody who has been watching my videos and, dropping a comment. I love to see it. And I will see you all again soon. I've been the Ruthless Jobber, and I want you to take care. Goodbye.